you guys. So today I wanted to share with you the top 5 mistakes that I see at the gym. Having gone to the gym basically all my life and being in the fitness field for over 10 years and being a trainer, group fitness, I've seen it all. And I really wanted to share with you guys to give some insight. So hopefully as you're starting your fitness journey or getting back to it, you can avoid these really common mistakes that I see, and that will help you in your workouts, help you get the results that you want, right? So that's the end goal. So I've got some notes here, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna remember most of it. So I'm gonna give you the top 5 mistakes, and then I'm gonna give you how you can shift that, what you can do different so that you do it right. So the first one that I see is holding on to the equipment. So I'm talking about cardio machines basically. So if you are on a stair climber and you are holding on to the equipment so you can go faster, that is a mistake. You actually want to be able to, I'm gonna give one caveat here. If you need it for your balance, as in you literally have some balance issues, or perhaps if you're older, and so you need to make sure that you are staying on that machine, then you can hold on. And even then, I would advise not this death grip holding on, but just a light, soft shoulders, relaxed shoulders, holding on grip, or even just one hand to steady your balance. But the work should be done with your body, your legs, your core. That all matters, even your arms. So when you're on a stair machine, you want to actually be moving like you would be on stairs, right? So let go. And if the reason that you're holding on is because you've upped the pace, well, go ahead and take your hands off and try and keep that pace. If you cannot, that just means you need to slow down. You're trying to go faster, farther than where you're at, and that's not gonna help you in the end. One, it's not good form because you want to have that form like you would naturally doing stairs or anything outside, running, walking. I'll go into those. So you want to be as natural as possible when you're on this machine, and that is the level you're at. So how you fix this is you bring your resistance or speed down. So find a speed that you can actually use your arms and walk. Again, if you need a little balance, try and hold on with the one hand, right? Or lightly holding on, but you should not be holding yourself up on the machine, okay? So that's the first thing I see this. If that's you, it's okay, now you know. Don't do it again. Get off. You're not helping yourself by doing that. So same thing goes with the treadmill. If you're running on a treadmill and you're holding on, or you're walking on a treadmill, I don't care if it's a flat one or you're uphill, but if you cannot not hold on and do that walk or run, you need to slow it down. That's where you're at. Slow it down, work on being good at that pace without holding on, and then add some resistance or increase your pace as you actually build your capacity to be there. But you holding on is not serving you. It's bad form, so it can mess up your biomechanics, it can cause injuries, and it's not actually giving you the results you want as far as making you work. You should be working to earn the resistance or pace that you're at. So just slow it down is what I'm saying. If those are things that you're doing, if you're holding on to anything, a machine, specifically cardio machines, you need to let go and be at a pace that you can actually perform without holding on. Okay, number 2, picking up too light of weights. So this one and the next one, I'm going to say I do see specifically more with women because there's the myth out there that you're going to get bulky if you lift weights, y'all. And I know there's some genetics to it, but like these are my arms and I can, bench press or dumbbell press 30 pounds. Like it's quite a bit. If you try it, you'll see. And same with our legs. Like us women are super strong in our lower bodies. That's where we carry most of our strength. So a lot of times I see women like instantly going for like the 5s, the 8s, the 10s, the 12s, instead of picking up some heavy weights. So now, again, caveat to this is that if you're just getting started in your journey and you're just starting in a new class that involves weights or lifting any weights in the gym in general, and honestly, this could even apply to the cardio, if you, for resistance wise, instead of jacking up your resistance right away and trying to go hard and heavy, maybe where you last ended, that's okay to actually start lighter and smaller if you're just getting started and you don't know where you're at. It's just been a long time and you have no idea. I would rather you start lighter, but in general, you don't need to probably go as light as you are going, or just be cognizant of that, especially my ladies. Like a squat, most of us could probably do a minimum of 15 pounds. And definitely if you've been working out and just maybe haven't specifically lifted in a certain way, I'm guessing you can pick up a little bit more weight than you're used to. So unless you're just beginning and starting out and have no idea and it's been so long, start lighter, that's fine. But if you have an idea and a self-awareness of yourself, you're probably picking up too light of weight. So go one set heavier and see where you're at. And how you will know if that's the right weight for you is if with good form always, that's always first, if with good form, you can perform 12 to 15 reps of an exercise, then you should not be going any lighter than that. And in fact, you can pick up a heavier weight, right? So if you're doing 12 to 15 reps, like no problem, my heart rate isn't up at the end, you're still smiling, like not breathing heavy, you need to go up a weight. So that's how you'll know. You should be able to perform, if you're getting to the 8, 10, maybe 12 reps, depending on your programming, you should not be able to lift any more than that. You should be like, that's done. Again, depending on your programming, if 15 reps is in your program, okay, but you should be failing at that 15 for the most part, right? Not like, okay, that was great, now let me do some burpees. No, you should be like breathing heavy, like I need to actually like take a breath and take a minute and get a drink. That's how you should feel when you finish your set of weights overall. So number 3 goes right along with this, and that is not going up in weights once you have been working out. So this is for my people that have been working out. You've been going to group fitness, you've been getting your workout on. It's been weeks, months, maybe even years, and you're still lifting those same 10-pound dumbbells for your biceps, or you're still doing that same 20-pound dumbbell for your squats. You need to go up in your weights. Same rule applies. If you're able to do 12 to 15 reps of that, and like, I call it your RPE, your rating of perceived exertion. If you're not hitting like a 9 or a 8 to 10 on those last few reps, like you need to go up in your weights. And let me tell you, it's gonna feel so good to go up in your weights. Again, always with good form, but I see this so much in my group fitness classes and in general with a lot of ladies. So I wanna encourage you to pick up some heavier weights. If you're able to perform those good form 12 to 15 reps and you're not gassed at all or very little, or even at a 6 or a 7, you need to go up. Okay, number 4 kind of falls into the next step of this, is you're not pushing yourself enough. Hear me out, you guys. Again, if you are just getting started and like first class or workout or run in forever, just getting out there is a win. That's an absolute win. Yes, keep doing that. Just keep showing up. But if you have been showing up at the gym, you're not getting results, or you're not getting as much results, and you're like, well, what the heck is going on, right? I want to offer you're not pushing yourself enough. And that pushing yourself doesn't have to be this like torturous, like, oh, but I hate this. Actually pushing yourself and challenging yourself can be really fun. And maybe not in the moment, it maybe feel hard in the moment. Oh my God. But it is like, I've never done big drugs or anything, but like, it is like the highest high when you push yourself and challenge yourself and are really getting after it in a workout. So, and again, I also want to say, like, I'm not talking about those days when you show up and you're like, that's the point, is you're just there to show up because you don't feel that great and you are kind of tired and whatever. You know what? That's fine. But the days you're showing up to work and you're really there to work out, I want you to challenge yourself. Pick up the heavier weights. Go faster. Get that resistance up there on that stairs or on the treadmill or on the incline for the treadmill. I see so many times people, especially on those recumbent bikes where you're sitting down, I mean, they're just, and there's no resistance. I can tell. There's absolutely no resistance to that. Like, I think you're getting less benefits than you would be walking because that's weight bearing. So like, same thing. Like if you're on the elliptical and you just don't even touch that resistance and you're just kind of right here, guess what? That's the results you're gonna get right here. So if you're not getting the results and you're going to the gym and you're showing up, you need to push yourself a little bit. Something that I will do is I have this go-to HIIT workout, and I'll just share it real quick here. Just basically warm up for 5 minutes at an easy pace, then go 30 seconds hard, then take a minute to a minute and a half to recover, hit it again. Repeat as much time as you have. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, do 20 minutes on one machine, 20 minutes on another. But get your heart rate up there. So that's how you solve this really, is using your heart rate. So hopefully you maybe have a watch of some kind or wearable that you can check. If not, if you're on the cardio, you can typically check most machines nowadays if you hold the handles and see where your heart rate is at. And you can do the 220 minus your age to get your max heart rate. So obviously you're not going to be up there very long or much at all. But you want to be in a zone where you're working. So for myself, I typically, in my steady, like easy workouts, somewhere in the 135 to 140s. And 120s would be more like a walking, like this is just for my mental health kind of a thing. And then, but when I'm working hard and pushing myself, I'm in a pretty much state of like 150s, and then the push, the interval is hitting high 150s, 160s, maybe even a 170 for that 30 seconds, right? Is where it gets up to the high 150s, 170s. But it's like a constant 150s is where I'm training at, or what I'm challenging myself when I'm pushing myself. So do some heart rate math for yourself to see where you need to be. But that's a really great, easy way to like check, are you working? And if you don't have a heart rate monitor, or you're not really used to that, you don't like using your watch, whatever, just check yourself. Like, how is your breathing? Use the rating of perceived exertion on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like a walk in the park, 10 being the hardest, heaviest you could go, like that only could last like 30 seconds tops. Where are you at? And if you're hanging out in like a 3 or a 4, even a 5, my guess is you're not pushing yourself hard enough. I want to see you more at the 6, 7, popping into some 8s to 10s for some hip style works, but at a steady state, like at least hitting a 5 or a 6, so that you're breathing, you're activating all your physiological systems, your metabolism, these things that are going to get you the results you want, not just in like your body, but to feel good. So I really want to encourage, if you're kind of just like hanging out at the gym, like, and again, if the point of that day is just to show up, fantastic. But if you're there to work that day and you're feeling it, or you're like, these are the results that I want to get, and I want to get after it, then give yourself a challenge. Push yourself. Get up your heart rate, or get up that perceived exertion, and try and stick between that 6 and 8. See where that lands you. See how that feels. Evaluate and adjust. Okay. Number 5. You guys, I know I go off on some rants here, but I really want to give a lot of context. So depending on where you're at, you can really use these tools and make the best choices for yourself, right? So forgive me if I rant a little bit, but I really want you to hear all the different ways that this could look and how you can solve for it. So number 5, last one, is not going in with a plan. So caveat to begin with is like, if you are a professional or you've been working out long enough that you're like, you know what, you don't need to go in with a plan. I do that a lot of times. Sometimes I don't have a specific exact plan. I just know I want to go spin for an hour, or I'm going to go lift weights. I'm going to do some single leg exercises, some upper body exercises, and stairs. Like, I know enough that I don't always have to pre-plan my workouts, but that's the level I'm at. If you are not there and you've walked into the gym and you're like, I got to get a workout in, I want to get a workout in, but you're kind of like meandering, not sure what to do, you could spend 45 minutes to an hour at the gym, or maybe even 30 minutes, when you really only have 20 minutes or 30 minutes, or the effective workout you want to get could be done in 20 or 30 minutes. But because you don't have a plan, because you don't know what you're doing, that you're kind of just taking your time and just going after it. Like, and if you have all the time in the world, like, go for it. But I talk to I work with a lot of busy men and women. Like, that's kind of our life these days. And you need to go in, you want to go in and get that effective workout. You want to know what this is worth your time, right? And get the benefits from it. So going in with a plan is the best way that you can do that. So instead of like, I'm going to get on the cardio machines and hopefully that works and does something, and kind of just go like this for 20, 30 minutes, that is not a plan. So a plan, obviously you can get one from a coach. You can get so much from apps these days though. Like, if that's somebody you want to follow that has, YouTube videos or a strength training program for you. I have done Booty by Brett, and now I know enough that I'm just doing it on my own. But that was a program I followed for a little bit because I wanted to walk in with a plan instead of all willy-nilly myself. Even I have to do that sometimes. So because my goal was to build, that was my goal. I wanted to build the booty, right? So I had to outsource and get a plan for that. So do you need to outsource and get a plan from an app, from somebody you follow? Peloton app is super popular. People love it. I've used it. It's amazing. And it has all different kinds of classes that you can do online, obviously anywhere. So you could bring that to the gym. The Nike training app has some great, again, all different kinds of exercises and workouts. Nourish Move Love is a YouTube channel. Danielle, I believe is her name. Amazing resource, free workouts on YouTube. And you could just schedule in, Monday is Pilates plus lower body, Nourish Move Love for 30 minutes. Wednesday is going to be cardio on either the treadmill or the stairs, 30 minutes of HIIT work, or just a 30-minute easy incline walk. But go in with a plan for your workouts so that you are effective, you get the results you want, and you can keep track of what's working or not working. Instead of, a lot of the times when we're eating or working out, we're like, what the F? I'm doing all the things and I'm not getting the results that I want. But then where are the facts that you can look back on to see? In your mind, you might be like, I'm working really hard and I am going to the gym 4 days a week and I'm eating really healthy. Yet your days at the gym are like 4 days a week, 20 minutes, just hanging out kind of a thing. Nothing wrong with that if that's the results that you want to get. But if you're looking for bigger results, then you have to look back and see what you've actually done versus what we think we've done, right? And listen, like, guilty of it, So if you really get real with yourself and look back, but having a plan allows you to do that. You can see, what? I have been going to the gym 4 days a week, 45 minutes, doing this program. These are the results I'm getting from that, or that I'm not. So do you want to keep doing that, or do you want to adjust? But that way you know where you're at, and that self-awareness is so huge to get you the results that you want. So go in with a plan, find a plan. Like I said, that go-to HIIT workout, take that run with it. You can download it from my website too if you really want. I have a PDF. You can like have it at your disposal until you get used to it. That's one of my go-tos right up here though. Like if I don't know, I don't have a specific plan, boom. I know like I can always count on that anytime I go to the gym. Like I can immediately step into that on any cardio machine and go at it. So I don't have to think about it. I don't have to do anything for those long days. I'm like, I just need to get a quick workout in. Like, so figure what that is for you. Maybe it's not a HIIT workout. Maybe it's a 20-minute walk on the treadmill with an incline. Maybe it's stretching or some yoga that you know how to do. But just make sure you have a plan and know what you're doing. I also put, that could be a class. That could be you're going to Hip Hop Fitness at 5 p.m. Monday. Wednesday is going to be Kim's cardio. Friday is going to be spin, right? So that could be a class, but that's your plan. So you know you need to be there at that time. You know what you're going to do, and you can track your results. Okay, you guys, so those are my 5 things that I see most commonly in the gym, the mistakes I see being made, and how you can fix them. How you can, if you're not getting the results that you want or you want to get more results, are you doing any of those things? Take a look and see how you can fix them. And I would always advise to be aware of whatever you're doing, to really have some introspection to see what is really working or what is not, and then to track that. Anytime you're not getting the results that you want, if you evaluate what's really working or not, you can see and grow from there. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you again soon.